Hello students, in the last video we have seen how to download Python and how to install it on computer, laptops or on mobile phone. So hope all of you are installed this one. So in this video we will see how we can do some operations, how we can solve mathematical equations or how we can store data in Python with the help of assignment statements or with the help of variables. So let us see how we can do this one. So when we consider any type of programming language or when we consider computer as the device, so what can we do with the help of computer? So computer cannot do its own. So we have to input some data to the computer, then we have to write some code to operate on that particular data, and then you will get answers, you will get output from computer. So for this one you should input something to the computer. So in this video we will see how we can enter data through Python and how we can display that data. Okay, so here we are considering only the basic data types, how we can store this one. So these are the data types available in Python. So in later video, in the next video, we will see what is the meaning of data types and how we can bifurcate that data type from each other. So in this video we will see only the basic concepts, how we can store different types of data with the help of Python syntax. Okay, so these are the Python syntaxes. With the help of this one we can store various data. So let us see here, the first one is string. Okay, when we input some data, only that time computer can display some output. Okay, we cannot do like this when we stay in front of computer and saying something like this, print my name computer. So this is not possible in computer. You have to store that data, only that time computer will store that data in the memory and then we can invoke this one. लक्षात ठेवा, जो जो डेटा आपल्याला स्टोअर करायचा आहे कम्प्युटरला, तो कम्प्युटरच्या समोर उभं राहून होत नाही. वी हॅव टू स्टोअर दॅट डेटा विथ हेल्प ऑफ सम टाइप्स ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स. ओके, so string data, let us consider first what is the meaning of string data. String means what? Group of characters. Okay, here we can club number of characters to form a string. When we consider alphabet A to Z, alphabets are there, so we can call it as alphabets. Capital alphabets are there, small alphabets are there, 0 to 9 numbers are there, and some special symbols are available on your keyboard. So when we club that alphabet, when we group together that alphabet, that time it is called as string. Okay, A, only A we can call it as literal, we can call it as character. Okay, only B, when we consider only B, again we can call it as literal. But when we take A B C, okay, so A B C means what? String. So this string consists of three characters A, B and C. So what is the meaning of string? String is a group of characters. We can make a string of capital alphabets, small alphabets, or we can combine capital alphabets with numeral. That time this is called as string. Okay, so here how we can print it? Suppose we want to print hello world with the help of Python script. So how we can write it? So here this is your Python prompt. In the last video I have told you, when we install Python, we will get Python prompt. Okay, so this is the Python prompt, and when we type here print hello world, so it will give you output as hello world. Okay, so what is the syntax behind this? Print is the output statement provided by Python. Okay, So you should write it in small letters because Python is case sensitive. Write here print in small letters, and then whatever text you want to print, you should enclose that text within a pair of quotation mark. Okay, look here, opening round bracket is there, then opening quotation mark is there, then the text is there, hello world, then closing quotation mark is there, and closing round bracket is there. So this is the syntax. Print, opening round bracket, quotation mark, then text, which text you want to print, that text, then closing quotation mark, and then closing bracket. Okay, so print hello world. So when you press here enter key, so Python will display the output as hello world because this text is given in print statement. Okay. So if you want to print Vivekanand College Kolhapur, so you can write here print opening bracket, then quotation mark, then Vivekanand College, complete that quotation mark, complete this bracket, and then press enter. What output you will get here? S, the string is Vivekanand College. So you will get here output as Vivekanand College. Okay. So this is the print statement. Next statement is like this. So we can, as I told you, we can club numerals as well as special symbols. Suppose I want to print the date. How I can print it? So we can print it like this. So print statement is there. We should write print statement to print the data. So print statement is there, opening bracket is there, quotation mark is there, and what text we want to print? Date. So first day, then forward slash, then month, then forward slash, and then year. So whatever format you want to print, you can write here that format. So I want to print this format. So the format is given like this, 12 slash month slash year. Okay. So this is the text. Then write here quotation mark and then closing bracket. So what it would print here? So we will get output 12 slash 01 slash 2020. 21. Okay. So from these two example, what we conclude here, whatever data, whatever text we want to print on computer with the help of Python, we should enclose that text within a pair of quotation mark. And what is the syntax of print statement? So write print, then opening round bracket. Don't give here another bracket. Only the round bracket is allowed. Print, opening round bracket, then quotation mark, then text which you want to print, then complete the quotation mark, and then write here closing round bracket. Okay. So like this you can print any text in Python. So this is about string. Next, again, when we consider integer number, suppose we want to print number 4. Okay, so how we can print it? So by using print statement, this is again our Python prompt. So print statement, and what value we want to print here? S4. So write here value, and then when you press here enter key, it will give you output as 4. So we will see in practical session also how we can enter the print statement and how we will get output. But this is the example how we can print integer value. Okay, look here, what is the difference between this and this? Here quotation mark is not given. So quotation mark is only given for string. Okay, and this is the numeral, this is the integer number, so there is no need of quotation mark. You should write it as it is. So when we print here print 4, it displays the data 4. If we want to print 500, how we can put it? So print within bracket 500, so it prints the value 500. Okay, so this is the string and this part is integer, how we can print integer value. Then float value means what? Real value, fractional value. If we want to print float value, how we can print this one? So again same syntax is there. This is our Python prompt. Print statement is there, and what is the value here? 20.5. Okay, so when we press here enter key, it displays the output 20.5. So you can write here any floating point number, you can write here any real number. Suppose I want to print minus 100.21. So we can print it. How we can print that one? So print within round bracket, right here minus 100.21. Then close the bracket, press enter key to execute that print statement. You will get the output minus 100.21. Okay, so whatever value we want to put here, we want to display, we can enclose this within a bracket. So here also quotation mark is not given because this part is numeral part. Okay, if we want to print complex number, so complex is the combination of this one. So here is the example, 4 plus 2j or 2j plus 4. How we can print it? So we can again write that number within within bracket, print 2j plus 4. So it gives output like this, 4 plus 2j. Okay, so this is the part of complex number. Then Boolean data type is there. So if we want to print true or false, so Boolean means only two outputs are there, two exit points are there. So true is there and false is there. If we want to print that type of data, we can write it like this, print true. So later we will see what is the Boolean data type and how we can use this in our Python scripting. So only consider this part. Boolean data type is having two values, true or false. If we want to print that two values, we can print like this, print without quotation mark true, because this is the data type. We can print it like this. So these are the examples how we can print strings in Python, how we can print integer numbers by using print, how we can print float values, how we can print complex values, and how we can print Boolean values. So with this example, we can see how print statement is used to print different types of values. Okay, so this part is important for us, string, integer and float. Later we will see complex and Boolean. So understand this one, how we can print string value, how we can print integer value, and how we can print float value. Only the thing is that you should write it after the Python prompt. Okay, so when you execute Python, you will get Python prompt, and each and every statement you should write after Python prompt. Okay, so these are the basic data types and how we can print strings and numerals with the help of print statement. Let us see another example. Here, assignment statements with print statements. So in algorithm we have seen how we can store the number. Okay, so if we want to store number 10 for the variable x, how we can store it? X is equal to 10. What type of statement this is? Yes, this is called as assignment statement. We are storing value 10 to variable x. 10 is the constant value and x is the variable name. So we have seen what are the naming convention rules for variable. So variable should be short and sweet. It is related to data, and space is not allowed within a variable name. So we have seen this one in algorithm. So how we can do it in Python? So we will see this one. So here within the first example, we want to print 5 value. So we can print it by using single printf statement also, print statement also. But with the help of assignment statement, how we can do this one? We will see this. So here Python prompt is there. The value 5, we have to assign value 5 to the variable. So we have stored value x is equal to 5. Here 5 value will be assigned to the variable x. Okay, then press here enter key. So what it does here, what Python interpreter does here, so it will create some space for variable x, and in that space it will store value 5. So when we invoke variable x, it will retrieve value of that particular variable. So it will print value of that particular variable. So after this assignment statement, when you press here enter key, you will get again Python prompt because this statement is executed successfully. And if we want to print value of x, how we can print it? So use here print statement, and what is the variable name here? X. So write it within the bracket print x. It gives you answer 5 because we have already stored value of x as 5. So this script consists of two statements. It is a combination of two statements. The first statement is used to store the data to the variable, and second statement is used to invoke the variable so that we can display the data related to that variable. Okay, so this is the first example. Here it will give you output as 5. Same thing is there in the next example. Here also we used x is equal to 5. So 5 value is stored to the variable x, but the printing method is different one. Here we have printed only the value of x, so it gives you value 5. But if we want to print some text regarding value of x, what is the value, what is that particular value, the value is related to which variable, so some text is needed to reference that particular variable. So how we can do this one? So print within quotation mark value of x is. So in the last slide we have seen how we can print text, how we can print string within by using print statement. So here also print is there, some text is there, comma is there, and then variable name is there. Look here. In the first example, we printed only x. So it gives you answer only 5. But we want to display here value of x is 5. So how we can print it? So here is the text. You should enclose that text in a quotation mark. So value of x is, complete that quotation mark, then write here comma, and which variable we want to print here? X. So write here x. So what is the syntax here? Print, then text within quotation mark, then comma, and then write here variable name which you want to print. Okay, so when we execute that one, execute means what? When we press here enter key, it will get executed. So when we press here enter key, it gives output value of x is 5. Okay, how it gives? So value of x is the string given in quotation mark, and then it prints actual value of x. So what is the actual value of x? 5. So it gives you 5. If we write here only x is, okay, x is, and then x. So how it will print the output? As it gives you only x is 5. Okay, like this you can change text within quotation mark, whatever text you want to print before the actual value, you can write it within the quotation mark. So same assignment statement is there, only we used here different method of printing. Next, when we have two variables, okay, look here, when we have two variables, how we can declare that one, how we can store that one. So 5 and 10 values are there. Here x is equal to 5, first assignment statement is there. Y is equal to 10, next assignment statement is there. And how we can print it? So print x comma y. So two variables we can print in a single line, or we can use two print statement, print x again to the next line print y. So it gives the output 5, 10 because two variables are there. Okay, two assignment statements are there, two variables are there. So we can print two variables in a single print statement. Only we have to separate it by using comma. Comma is the separator. Okay, again same thing is there. We want to assign two variables. Here x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10. Only the print statement is different one. Again, suppose we want to print value of x is and value of y is. So how we can print it? So here the first statement is like this: print value of x is, comma, and then variable name. So when we press here enter key, it gives the output value of x is 5. Okay, if we want to print value of y, how we can write this one? Print value of y is 1. Okay, so when we press here enter key, it gives the output value of y is 10. Okay, so x is having value 5, y is having value 10. Our print statement is like this. That's why we get here output in this form. Okay, so this is the second one. Same example is here. Again two values are stored here, 5 and 10. Only the print statement is different one. So you can write it in a single print statement. So how we can write it? So value of x is, then complete this quotation mark, comma, x. Look here, we are giving text within the quotation mark and variable without quotation mark because we are going to print value of that particular variable. Okay, so value of x is, then x, value of y is, then y. Okay, when we press here enter key, what output you will get here? Value of x is 5 and value of y is 10. So in the first example, we have stored two variables and we print it by using print statement. Only the variables are there. In this example, again we have stored two variables, but the print statement is different one. We have given here some text and then variable. So according to that, it will give you output. In the third example also, we entered two variables and only the print statement is different one. We have written here all the text and all the variables in a single line. So you will get output like this. And another, in the fourth example, again we stored here two values. Only the thing is, within the print statement, we have given here value of x is x, then slash n. Okay, this is the character, white space character. With the help of this character, we can take control to new line. Here slash n is not given, so it will continue printing in the same line. But here slash n is given, so it will take control to new line. Okay, and the text given after slash n, it will print on the next line. So value of y is y. So first it gives output value of x is 5. It will take control to the new line and then it displays value of y is 10. Okay, so same example we have written here by using four different print statements. Logic remains same, values are same, but the style of output is different one. The text of print statement is different one. The style of print statement is different one. So we can print output like this. Whatever output we want to print, whatever format we like to print, we can write it by using this type of statement. So once again, look here, how we can store numerical data with the help of variable and how we can print that data to on the computer or on the mobile. Okay, so first example here, single value is given. In the second example, value is given with some text. In these four examples, we stored two values to two different variables and we printed it by using different methods. So these are the outputs. These 5, 10, value of x is, value of y is, value of x is, value of y is, and value of x is, and value of y is. So these examples are regarding numerical value. Integer value is given here. So and integer value is printed here. So these are the examples with which we have seen how integer numbers are stored to the variable and how we can print it on the screen. Okay. So these are the examples. Next example, how we can store strings. Okay, this is the first one. First example, uh, name is equal to Vishakha. As I told you, the string should be enclosed within quotation mark when we used it in print statement or when we used it in assignment statement. So here name is equal to Vishakha. This is the assignment statement. Text is enclosed within quotation mark and variable name is name. How we can print it? We can print it with the help of print statement. So again we write here print statement, and what is the variable here? Name. So you should write variable name within a bracket. So what output you will get here? Vishakha, because these contents are stored to the variable name. Here you should press enter key. So this statement will get executed. Here you should press enter key. So you will get output Vishakha. Okay. So only one variable name is given here. If we enter here three different strings, okay, so first name is there, first name is Vishakha. When we press here enter key, you will get another Python prompt. You should write here m name is equal to Rajaram. Again press here enter key, it will ask for another statement. So write here L name is equal to Kadam. Okay, so three different variables are there. How we can print these three different variables? Again, we should use here print statement. So print, what is the name of first variable? F name, comma, second variable M name, comma, third variable L name. Okay, so how it will print the data? First name is in the first order, so it will print the data related to F name. So what data is there? Vishakha. So it will print first Vishakha, then it will print M name, that is Rajaram, then it will print L name, that is Kadam. So we can print like this. It will print all the strings in a on a single line. Okay. Next, if we want to print it in different manner, we can do like this. Again three variables are there, F name, M name, and L name. Same data is stored here, but the print statements are different one. Print, some text is there, first name equal to, okay, and then we have variable here F name. Okay, so how it gives the output? It gives the output like this. It gives the text first name, and what are the contents of F name? Vishakha. So it invokes that one and it will print Vishakha here. Okay, so this is the text and this is the variable. So it prints first name and then it invokes the data stored in F name. Okay, so this is the answer. Then another print statement is there, print middle name equal to M name. So when we press here enter key, how it will print the output? So middle name colon dash Rajaram. Okay, and the third statement, print last name. So how it gives the answer? So again it will print last name colon dash Kadam. Okay, so we can print data like this by using only variable name or by using combination of text and variable name. So with these three examples, we have seen how string data will be stored to the variable name and how we can display it by using print statement. Okay, so let us see one more example here. So suppose the question is like this. Here question is given as store following data and print it. Okay, so what type of data is there? Roll number 10, name Vishakha Kadam, then birth date 21st June 2000, gender female, and height 5 feet 6 inch. Okay, so this data is provided to you and you should write assignment statements and print statements to print this data. Okay, so how we can write it? So look here, how many variables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The data is given like this, roll space number is 10. But don't use variable name like this because variable names should not contain space. Okay, so here these 5 variables we should store first. So these are the 5 assignments. First assignment is roll number equal to 10. There is no space between roll and number. Then second one, name is equal to Vishakha Kadam. So we have stored here name is equal to Vishakha Kadam. And Vishakha Kadam, this is the string. So you should enclose it within quotation mark. Roll number is numeral 1. This is the integer 1. So there is no need to use quotation mark. So simple assignment statement is there. Roll number is equal to 10. Name is equal to Vishakha Kadam. Third variable is birth date. So how we can write it? B date. So we can take here any variable name. Only the thing is space is not allowed. Okay. And it should be the smaller one. Don't write birth date like this because some spelling mistake will be happen during the execution. So write small variable names and don't use space between these. So B date is equal to 21st June, comma 2000. Again, this is the combination of numeral and string alphabet. So this means what is the data type of date? This text is string. So you should enclose it again within a quotation mark. So B date is equal to quotation mark 21st June 2000. What is the next variable here? Gender. Gender is equal to female. So we have stored here gender is equal to female. Okay. Next one, height. Next variable is height, 5 feet 6 inch. So look here how height can be stored. So some special symbol is there. Look here. This is the symbol. What is this? Double quotation mark. And how we can store strings to the variable? We should use here double quotation mark. So this symbol is the reserve symbol. Okay, so we cannot enter it as it is. When we want to print quotation mark by using print statement, you should write like this. Look here, print, then within this one quotation mark, slash quotation mark, and then quotation mark. Okay, slash quotation mark means this is the white space character. We want to print here double quotation marks. So this time you only remember this thing, how we can give quotation mark in print statement or how we can store quotation mark in the string. Okay, so how we can store it? By using backward slash and quotation mark. So how we can store height here? Height is equal to quotation mark 5 feet 6 inch. Okay, 6 inch means quotation mark. How we can write it? Backward slash and double quotation mark. Okay, then once we stored all the variables, We will see in the next video what are the meaning of white space character, what are the meaning of reserve word, what are the meaning of keywords. Okay, at the only this time you remember how to give double quotation mark. Okay, so data is already stored to the variable. How we can print it? So by using print statement, right here roll number comma roll number, because we want to print the text roll number and then variable name. So right here roll number colon and then actual variable name, then within double quotation mark again slash n name, because we want to take control to the new line. So we used here slash n, then name. What is the variable name here? Name. Then third variable is birth date, so print b date. What is the variable? B date. Then next gender, so right here string gender. What is the variable name? Gender. Then height. What is the text here? Height. And what is the variable name for this one? Height. So here in the print statement we used 5 different variable names: roll number, name, b date, gender and height. So when we execute this one, when we press here enter, this will get executed and we will get here output like this: roll number 10, name Vishakha Kadam, B date 21st June 2000, gender female and height 5 feet 6 inch. Okay, so with the help of this example we can store different types of data. We can access this data within the print statement, and by using this slash n character we can print data on the new line. Okay, so this is the example to print roll number, name, birth date, gender and height. So we will see all these example, how practically these examples are working, and how we can write code, how we can store assignment statement in front of Python prompt. So these are the example. We will see practically how it works. So if you are using